Hello, world. And today we want to produce something amazing. And what we're producing is the idea that we've already came up with. And here it is. Synergistic Content System Solutions, LLC. Isaac, tell the world about what we do.
Well, Chris, scroll down a little bit.
I think that says it all right there.
The agile way to scale.
Yeah, exactly. We've been bringing content solutions to your synergistic systems for 15 years.
15 years combined experience.
15 years combined.
I like when company. Have you seen? I've literally seen this on websites where it's like 342 years combined experience. It's like, are you adding the experience of all your employees? Like, that seems to be a little disingenuous. Like, if that's the case, then like a really big company like Walmart or something, it's like 6,000 years combined experience. Or, I mean, honestly, wow, it was like 6 million years.
15 trillion milliseconds of combined experience. You just find the unit. Also, Sam, you need to mute your notifications, bro.
Oh.
It's super loud.
Turn off my notifications.
Nice. So.
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, I just, yeah, there.
What's your voice activation for your thing though? For your phone? Do you have to say "Okay, Google" or something?
I don't think it's your phone. I think it's the computer.
Oh, it's the computer.
It's definitely the computer because I hear it very clearly and loud.
That makes sense. That's why it's so loud.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I wonder if I could activate Siri or whatever through my voice coming through your speakers.
Yeah, well, you can try that for other people who are listening. Okay, Google. Hey, Siri. Alexa. Do some math. 2 + 2.
I didn't get anything.
Well, maybe someone who's listening, they'll be like, dang it. There's actually an episode of South Park where they do that, and if you have one of those devices, they go crazy.
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that.
So, today we're a little distracted.
As far as Hello Worlds go, I was thinking, I just had a realization about how we could make them better. Our typical format for Hello World is like, Chris is going to have some idea and talk about it. Then Isaac's going to have an idea, talk about it. Then I'm going to have an idea and I'll talk about it. But what we do more with me and Daniel, and I think it's been working out a little better, is like we'll have like a subject. Like today we want to talk about WordPress, or today we want to talk about React, and like we'll have a conversation around like a unified subject. And I feel like those always come out like a little better. So I feel like our Hello World should have like, hello world, today we're going to talk about blank.
All right, well, that's a great idea. What do you want to talk about today?
Today, I want to talk about synergistic content solutions. No.
Dang it, your notifications are still going off. You just got another email. Synergistic content solutions.
Well, I think that's the title of today's video.
Synergistic. I'm coloring outside of the lines now. Who cares? Synergistic solutions. All your needs come to life. Truth, fairness, and everything. Actually, when you write truth and fairness, it just almost instantly looks like something from Fox News.
Truth, fairness,
balance would be the next one. But then they'd be like the only truthful balance.
That is the first thing I think of when I think Fox News. I think
fairness, truth.
But that's what they always say. They always say like
journalistic integrity.
That's what they always say though. If you ever watch Fox News, they're always like the most balanced news source in the world.
No, it is kind of funny. Anyway, I hope that's. I
hope this.
I think there's a thing in like when you set your company values where like, are they really being implemented or are they just words? And I would hate to fall into a position where like my company value statement like made people laugh when they heard it.
Yeah, and that's why I think it's kind of funny when you hear things like synergistic and agile way to scale. Like just the quote, the agile way to scale is just sickeningly like means it's so meaningless. Like
Like a bunch of buzzwords.
I bet there is a company whose legit thing is the agile way to scale.
Well, I mean, at the same time, what is agile scaling? It's like scaling in a way that you react very quickly to changes. I mean, that makes sense. It's a good thing to do. But I definitely see what you're like. Just the vomit of buzzwords is definitely something you see a lot in company slogans. And I think like we really try to drive home like inform, entertain, inspire, and make that resonate throughout our culture so that it's a real thing and not just a bunch of words that we say.
No, I mean, I think the meaning.
That's a good.
Like, even if a company did have the agile way to scale, that was their slogan. But like, they had a really, like, they were really behind it, and they like made that a huge part of their vision and gave it some sort of meaning. Like, that would be cool.
Right.
So I really think like you have your slogan or whatever, you have your mission statement, and then it's really like. I mean, you just have to pick something that you can really live by, because the most important thing is that it means something to like you and the company and can actually make some sort of impact. So, I mean, agile way to scale, theoretically, maybe it isn't the worst slogan in the world, but we'd have
I
to
like
see
how we
the company
turned. I like how we turned our joke into a real lesson on vision.
Yeah, I mean, I would somewhat agree with you. I also would
it's also just a terrible slogan.
I mean, I think that you could almost make a case that you could make Hail Satan a good statement if you wanted to say, like, you know, based on that
like
same
in that
logic.
Mountain Goats song where it's about the death metal band, and then at the end the singer is like Hail Satan, and it's like this glorious thing about these kids following their dreams.
Yeah,
check out the Mountain Goats if you haven't. They're a really good band.
That's a great song.
I wholeheartedly disagree. That is my least favorite band on earth.
I can't even right now.
I hate them. I think that's the most despicable music I've ever heard in my life. That guy's voice makes me want to just punch myself in the face.
I would put them realistically. I would say top 50 bands of all time. Maybe
I would put them
25.
in the bottom 3 of all musician things I've ever heard.
John Darnell, if you're listening to this, know that Chris just doesn't know he just doesn't know any better. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. When I heard him whining about how much he hates his ex-wife, I was just like, all right, I'm done.
I know what song you're talking about. I don't think he actually has an ex-wife. I think that's just a song. He writes out a lot of different characters.
Okay. Well, not my jam. I do not approve of this message.
But I do approve of inform, entertain, inspire.
Yeah, I do too. I think I think we've given it a lot of meaning, because inside of inform, we try to always be informative in our blogs, and we try to give like good sources and everything. Inside of entertain, we try to be a little goofy. And like this, I think this video is an example of entertain, because we pretty much just been goofing off the entire time.
I don't know. I think it's got inform and inspiring elements to it.
Inspiring, yeah. We've talked about vision, inform.
I feel like with every
we've informed people that the Mountain Goats exist.
Like really, piece of content. I feel like it's there. The focus shouldn't be, does this one inform, does this one entertain, does this one inspire? Like, which one does it do? I think every piece of content we put out, like, it's not ready until
it does all three.
Entertained and inspired. So like, what do we do in the hello world? What do we talk about? Well, we're done when we've informed, entertained, and inspired the people. And other than that, like that should really be the frame for it.
Yeah. I would say in today's inform segment, if you haven't already, go to friedbutterdaily.com and add yourself to that list. Because if you want to see more elements of being informed, entertained, and inspired every single day, this goes directly to your inbox. It's written by our writers. We're really excited about this. publication. I'm a big fan of daily emails like Morning Brew and The Hustle. Those are great too. But this is just our own take on that, and it's with our writers, and I'm pretty impressed with it so far. Our first couple were super good. I wish we need to archive these and put them somewhere online so people can go and see the old issues, because some of them are so good.
Yeah, I agree. And
yeah,
having a Fried Butter Daily archive would be a great SEO move. Which brings me into something. A lot of clients use our service for SEO, and in general, all of our clients, are looking to grow through their content. And something to keep in mind is you could create something like Fried Butter Daily if you put the work into finding amazing topics and sending them as requests to your writers. You could very well use a Content Cucumber account to create an email publication just like this one that we're sending out. So if you are looking for a writer, definitely subscribe to Fried Butter Daily. Check out what our writers are capable of, and also just get some inspiration from our topics and our creative process.
Yeah, and email publications are just really an awesome way to connect with an audience, because it's an audience that you have ownership of. I think that's one of the big things that, like, I think is worth talking about, is to own your own audience. All these notes from our meeting and the meeting talking to our writers. A piece of content that you own the audience is going to become like the future. And it's email publications are, I mean, oddly kind of in the future, because the reason why I say that is because there's so many things going on. Like in YouTube, there's demonetization, and there's like people being ranked lower for, different various reasons on various platforms. Like Facebook is pretty much pay to play. It's almost impossible to get organic rankings on Facebook. That's hurt a lot of publications. So like you see things like BuzzFeed, who like their entire success comes from a place like Facebook, and now is just totally not, they're not anything anymore, because they don't own their audience, right? Facebook owns their audience. The thing about creating an email publication, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to own the audience. We don't want our audience, like I think right now our biggest audience is on Instagram, but we don't want that to be the case. We want our biggest audience to be in our email list, because we own that audience. So if we want to say something to this audience, and we want to say it frequently, and we want to get people used to getting an email from us every day. And so that's why I would recommend to you, like, you should be at least weekly sending an email to your entire list, so they're just used to hearing from you on a regular basis. So when you do have something that you want to say to that audience that might be different than just your normal articles, if you want to say, we're having a sale, or we're launching a new product, or some big piece of information that you want to be important, don't rely on your Facebook followers or your Instagram followers or something like that, because you'll find by the time you really need to tap into that audience, the algorithm has changed and now you can't reach them anymore. And that's exactly why I'm creating this email publication, and that's why we're all doing it. We're all working together, and that's the reason, is because we want to own our own audience. Email is the future. SMS is even more the future. But that one's a little, we haven't worked on that one yet. We'll work on that next. But for now, we're working on email, and next we'll work on SMS, and we'll keep you updated all the way. What edition are we on with the Fried Butter Daily, Isaac?
Well, today edition 4 just went out, and tomorrow will be edition 5. And after that, we have our weekend series where we give different content recommendations to help get you through the weekend and get you ready for the next week. For example, we'll be giving podcasts for your commutes, and we'll be giving movies for the weekend.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's see. So if you want to see edition 4 and you want to get our weekend update, which is good, go to friedbutterdaily.com and go ahead and sign up for that list. But other than that, I don't think we have much else. Hopefully we actually added some value there. We kind of had some fun and goofed off, but in the end, I hope that is valuable to you, because inside of building your audience, there's a lot of ways to utilize your content. And so you'll see us talking about this Fried Butter Daily stuff a lot, because that's a way we're utilizing our content in a really big way. Another way we're utilizing our content is right here, like we're literally doing this right now in front of all of you. So there you go.
And as always,